Let's go, Lee. Come on, buddy. All right. Let's go, Sybil. What's up? What's the extension? Look at this. Come on, Lee. Come on, Lee. Let's go, mate. Come on, Sybil. Go leave the one. Short lead. Let's go, Sybil. Come on. shot, Simo. Brilliant shot, Simo.
That's him.
Come on, lads.
That's good to see you. Sort of jump in front of you.
Come on. Let's go, Lethal. Come on, Lee. Let's go, the lads.
Alright, thank you very much everyone. Sorry for the delay. We have on commentary Sebash and Marchie. Dave has had to run off, and the person that I had organised to help me has also had some issues. So, yeah, no, thank you. We've got the match against the Ladz versus the Boyz.
Yeah, we have a few people already watching, 30 people, which is good towards the start.
The one thing that this matchup's going to be really good is that it's technically the Boyz split in two. It's the combination between the Boyz and the Ladz army that joined together. Once the points came through, these guys both organised a team, and this is kind of the result. So it's kind of a battle of the two halves. It's almost like a derby.
I mean, especially Simo, right? He's been playing with the Boyz, like the previous team, for a long time, right?
Yeah,
For a
well,
few seasons
same
now.
as Lee Thayer. He's been playing with the Boyz for,
Yeah, okay.
geez, God, I can't think of how long. He's been playing with them for. So, you know, you've got those two guys that have had to stem off. And then you've got Steve Saxon and John Barclay's team basically carrying over. And they have Ben Foster playing in every now and then. Ben Foster with a huge win in the sprint cars.
Oh, wow, okay, I don't know. Yeah. Is that the one we just got over?
Oh, the Speedway, sorry,
Just
yeah.
the
I was fair to say it's
streets
called sprint cars. Well,
Yeah, okay.
I could have used the wrong terminology there. So we've got Angles, who's got to the black first, but he's in a bit of trouble here. He's got to try and get the balls into a nice position. Generally, when you've got the ball sitting there, the way that Lee's got the reds, you would expect Reds to win. But Angles is very good at pulling a miracle shot out somewhere and either potting the black or leaving it really good and leaving the white really bad. We got young Matt on the other table, playing against. I have missed who he's playing against. Trying to see who's holding the cue, but I can't see anyone. Oh, he's playing against Simo. Okay, and he's just been able to get the frame off Simo there. So it's a good start to the Boyz. We've got Alex and Andrew on the other table.
Yeah, we have Andrew from the Ladz and Kellaher from the Boyz wearing the heart rates today. So
Fantastic. I had to wear that last week. That was very different.
Did it feel weird at all? Like, Wearing
It does feel weird because obviously you're not used to wearing something around your chest all the time. So, but it was quite interesting going back and watching it and realising that my heart rate doesn't change too much. It's more from me having to walk. That's the reason why my heart rate jumps up, not from actually pressure. So that was actually kind of interesting to see. You know, basically when I'm sitting down, it's sitting at 114. As soon as I had to stand up for one moment, jump straight up to 130. I'm not even playing a shot. Even when I did a bit of a jog and did some star jumps, it still stayed at around about the 130. Oh, he's almost got on that one. Like I said, you got to start sitting there putting those balls in a nice spot there, Lee. Otherwise, you're going to have trouble there. Angles can pull stuff from anywhere. He's actually he's in a tough position, Lee, because Angles has actually left a good white. It's not easy to get a snooker out, and that's a great shot by Lee.
Great shot.
Hopefully he's not landed unfortunate on it, but you could tell he's just all focused on the pot. The position was definitely the second option. But he's made sure of the pot, and he's still got himself an angle, so. That's another great pot by Lee. If this gets a good bounce out, he should be in a good position to get on the black. And the good thing is that he can just drop it down and he'll leave himself a decent shot on the black. Kellaher on another run out like he likes to do. If he gets this one here into the red, he's going to be nicely... Oh, that's a bit tough there. It would have been nicer if that yellow had popped out a little bit further, Sebash. But he's sitting there behind the black. It gets a little bit harder for him to get the position. He does have quite a big area there just above the two reds to get in there, but the balls he needs to get don't link the nicest to get in there.
Yeah, it has to come down now.
Yeah, and that's...
It's pretty good.
I think if he can actually get past it now and pot the yellow now, that's the shot that I would probably be trying to do. And just get and pull it out so that you can pot that one into the middle, but I can't tell with the camera angle here if you can see that yellow. Oh, I guess the top one there, you can float in between the gap there, so actually it's probably better off to play that one
So
last.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
Just looking, he just needs a good wood white, and he's got it. Because now he can come in the angle there. And he's actually got quite a big margin, Vera.
So go one cushion, two cushion on the right.
That's right, yeah. You play the pot and come off the side cushion there just above the middle pocket.
Yep.
And float into that area. Kellaher's heart rate's jumped right up.
Yeah.
He knows he's getting a bit of pressure on the position. I don't know if I would have played it that way, maybe. I thought it was more of a natural, just a bit of right-hand side and just drop into that area, but maybe I'm seeing it a bit, like the angles are a bit different than what it looks like. That was definitely a lot harder shot to try and control the white by playing it that way. Why don't you just charge your I was like, if it's 2 weeks, that means you'd think you'd learn by now. Sorry guys, just trying to find a charger for the phone. So now that there's just the one ball left, I'm like, this is always a bit tough for a player to get back in the frame. if you're going for the outs, you've got to make sure you get them. And this is where the guy with the most balls on the table should win the frame. But he's got a couple of balls there that are a little bit tough, so he's got to make sure he gets them out early, so that way with his snookers it's not going to leave a good chance for Alex to do something. I was about to say that would be the ball there, but I would actually probably put that just above the red and run it down. He's going to try and do the break open, but he's got to remember the black's also in a tough position. So if he ran down the red on the rail there, and just put it over the pocket and snooker him behind the red he's playing, it means that even though Kinga might get out of it, he might open up the black. And that's... and Andrew's done an Andrew thing.
That was game, right? Like that's...
he's actually... That would have been game, but it's now ended up perfect for him. He's got to do something with the black early here, because again that yellow is still causing him some trouble. You can either play the red to try and, like in the middle, try and open up later on, or you try and do something now. I can't. It looks like the angle might be there, but after that, yep. No, he's gone too hard.
Yeah, he just had to nudge that a little, because
he
always had that red.
He's tried to make sure it wasn't on the rail, but you just want to try and nudge it down and give yourself a shot on it. All the other balls link quite nicely. And now we're seeing the heart rates of Andrew Patton go up.
140.
So we've got the two guys playing against each other, and you can see, oh, geez, he's got some pressure going on.
It's at 150 almost.
It's actually quite interesting. Like, I think I'm actually curious on what a lot of the people have been seeing and getting your opinions of what you think about the heart rate monitor. Like, does everyone pay attention to it and sort of find a little bit of like interesting facts when you watch it and the person's playing, or are you kind of sitting there going, oh, that guy is cool as ice, and oh, that guy's a bit of a panic mode?
Yeah, I'd be keen.
So if you're in the comments there, please let us know what you think about the heart rate monitors. Do we keep doing it each week, or should we look at something different? I don't know what we would have differently, but we'll try and come up with something. Yeah, I'm just trying to sit there. I think he's still going to get a nudge on that black. Andrew does, so I think he's probably going to have to do it now, but it's hard to try and... If you take that ball off in the middle, it's going to be tough to try and get on. That's why I don't know if I would be playing this one to get onto it. He's actually played that very well, and he's left himself on a cut in the middle. At least he's fully committed to that, because he had to come off on that other side of the black and not smack it too hard, because you got a chance that it was moving towards that middle if you hit it too hard. So he's hit that really nicely, and he's got a good nudge off the yellow there to get onto the red in the middle. Just got to make sure of the pot.
Yeah. These ones are... I'm a fan of these.
Oh, he's overcut it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good thing about that one, if you just naturally hit it, you just have to focus on the pot, because the white's always going to go naturally for that red in the corner.
Yep.
King is cool as ice, because he knows he should win the frame here.
He'll be,
How you going, Glenn Carter? Cheers for coming on again. We saw all the comments from last week. Really prefer if no one mentions anything about my game from last week.
Oh man, you made that cut on the yellow, and we were talking about it, and we thought, okay, that's shot of the week for sure. He's gonna finish this game, and we're gonna...
I can't believe that I missed that black.
Oh man, that was... Yeah.
It was more the fact that I overcut that black. That was the part there. I didn't think that, you're hitting something that thin, like it should be pretty easy. Like, just hit it thin. Don't worry about it. It'll go in. I didn't think I could hit it that thin.
I mean, that yellow was insane. I mean, for you to yeah, cut that in.
I do like those cards. Like it's I don't know why. Like I normally back myself to pot those, but I also back myself to pot that black too. I can't believe that I missed that one. And I was all focused too. It's like, just don't hit it thick. You can hit it thin, just don't hit it thick. Well, I hit it thin. So we got Kellaher here against Steve Saxon. So this is a good matchup. Kellaher just recently made the the runner-up for the Perth Open.
Who was it, sorry?
Dave Kellaher.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's,
So he's playing really well at the moment.
it's cool to see his progression as well. Like every Open, if you see it through the last few years, it's always one round higher.
Yeah.
Gets to, and it's actually pretty cool if you see how
Well,
how he's tracked.
Well, it just goes to show, like, he's playing in a team where he's got a lot of good support there. You've got Angles in there. You've got Alex Kingsbury. You've got Ben Judge playing in that team. Like even Matt Patton's game. You look at how much that's jumping up leaps and bounds. And there's a lot of players that's played in the Boyz, and there's a few teams there that players have played in, and you see like they've all stepped up and they've all started performing well, and that's just because you're surrounding yourself by like really good players. And
For sure.
like if you're feeling a bit glum, they're going to come back and give you some pointers, or sometimes they just put their hand on your shoulder and go, mate, it's going to be all right. Just keep going. So it's amazing by having that good team behind you, how much better you can perform.
For sure.
People sit there and mention that pool is individual sports, not really a team sport, but I can tell you now, it's definitely not the case.
No, 100% agreed.
And this is where like you've got to sit there and develop your skills individually. But then you have your team there when you're playing all the leagues and that sort of thing. So
I think for them to have Angles as the captain as well just works so well. It's just how their team is made, and with the juniors in it as well. I remember having a chat with Kellaher, and he said Angles just says go have fun, and just gives him that freedom to play. Which
takes a little bit of pressure off you.
Sure.
It means he can just go and play his best game.
For sure.
That's a great shot by Judgy. It's just opened up the whole table, and he's got a great chance to go out here. Sacco trying to pull a big shot there. That would have been a great shot. He's still in a bit tough position because Kellaher's got that red that's just below the black there to try and open up the red and the black. Whereas Sacco doesn't really have a lot to try and do anything with those yellows there. He's got to, like, that one does go in the corner, but he's got to try and get onto it first.
Yep.
This should be the shot now that he opens it up, and he's got all those red as backups to get a position on. Probably wanted a little bit more out of that. He can actually do something a bit now. Like if he plays it with like a stun right hand side, he should be able to get that across and open up the red and the black, and still be on the one on the bottom there. If he's not sitting nice on that red. Well, he's playing with a safety instead.
Safe, yeah.
I don't know if that really is going to benefit him too much. It's actually giving Steve a bit more of a chance here. I know that Steve's the only shot he's got is just the one above the red, but he's not going to want to try and move that.
Yeah.
So
actually curious what he's going to play because he's
Well,
playing the
he's
double.
actually going for it.
He's playing the double, is he? Oh no.
Oh, yep. Okay. I was trying to work out what he's doing there because it did look like he was trying to play the double. I was like, oh, that's a bit of a. I'm definitely going to go out here. Judgy on the table is still on that out.
I think yes.
That's
Kellaher has the
correct.
angle now as well, right, to get into those reds from here.
He does. It is a tougher pot, but I think you're going to have to go for it. Looking at the way that the other two reds go, he can play that one just above the yellow to try and open it up, but you still have to get the position off this one. So I think it'd be better off to try and do it now. He's played that nicely. Yep,
Oh,
he's
that's a great shot.
opened it up. Yep.
It's a great shot.
That's correct, Glenn. Yep. As I say, you can tell when it's someone with a snooker background, they play the rest shots like it's nothing. Which, to be fair, if ball players just grabbed the rest a bit more and just sat there and rather than sitting there going, I hate the rest, going, you know what, I'm going to grab the rest because I love it. It's my favourite. It's my favourite apparatus to make my shot a little bit easier.
He's got a good angle to
Yeah, he's got to get in between the gap
get in
of that
between the
yellow.
gap. Yeah.
I think even if he clips the yellow, he should still be all right. Sometimes it can be hard trying to play that gap. He's just got to make sure that he doesn't clip the red full. Because if he clips the red full and flicks it over to the rail, it's going to be problems. Well, that's... He's going to have to screw it back and leave
Play it
himself
long.
closer to the... Well, basically where the white is.
Yeah. I
Look,
think
it's
the
a tough shot,
yellows-
but if he just focuses on it, it's literally just bring it back a slight bit, and he should be all right. He's just got to focus on the pot. The advantage that he's got is that Steve's got that ball sitting on the rail in the middle, and he's got the other one sitting on the right-hand side, so as long as he doesn't belt it so it goes across to the middle and sits in the middle on the rail, then he should be all right. Yeah, he's played that nice.
It well.
That's perfect.
He's played it really well.
And that's just showing how good Kellaher is feeling at the moment. We call him the frequency. Because 9 times out of 10 we call him Kellahertz.
I love how much time he takes as well. Kind of doesn't rush anything. Really, that last shot he took 20 seconds. Was the last 25 seconds, right?
He keeps his flow. Yeah, he doesn't rush it, but he also doesn't play slow.
Yeah.
He doesn't second guess himself unless he really isn't sure. And that's when you find those ones where he isn't sure is where it could unravel for him. But yeah, you're right. He does keep that flow very nicely. And you see most of the guys that are starting to perform, like they take their time, they don't rush anything. That you can just see that really nice flow. Like 15, 20, maybe 30 seconds tops, just constantly.
Sure.
Trev didn't play, he just reffed. And it just dawned on me that he's reffing for the Ladz.
Is he actually?
Yeah, it just dawned on me then. I was like, oh, hold on a second. Yeah, you're right. Oh, sorry, Sed. Yeah, you're correct. He's not. He should be wearing the blue shirt, and it'll be easier to know which team he was reffing for. I just love how he didn't mention anything about Lee. That's all right. Right, Sed. Andrew Patton's heart rate is sitting there nicely. I'm guessing he's sitting down and chilling out, watching angles. It'll be interesting to watch that soar right up as soon as he has to walk to the table. If Angles lets him back on the table. Has Angles got away with it? It looks like... I'm really curious if you can actually see that yellow through the gap. I don't think you can. So it's going to be hard for him to try and link it. I'm actually not sure what shot Angles is going to play here because... So I'm really interested in that because if he had have sat there and potted that, I don't think he would have been... Oh no, he's tried to come off the rail first to nudge it. Yeah, no, he would have been nicely on that one into the corner, so that makes sense. I was sitting there going, oh, if he's just played that just to pot it, I'm like, he's not going to be in a good position for that yellow next to the red. We got young Matt Patton against Steve Saxon. New generation versus old generation. All the rave there's all the chat in the town around Australia. Old gen versus new gen.
I can't wait to see Andrew versus Matthew. Sure it'll come up at some point.
Well, hopefully it does come up. I'm like, Matt's been playing pretty well. It's one of the hardest things when you've got two really good juniors sitting on your side is who do you play? But both juniors have been doing very well this season.
They have, yeah. It's not an easy out for Matty here. He has the red on the bottom rail, the red on the right rail. They kind of... I don't see them all connect very well. I don't know how he's going to connect to the bottom red at least. Right?
Yeah, it's... He's actually... Oh, he's almost got that. But the yellow still was tough around the black, so... But at least he's giving himself a chance, but now all the reds are pretty much on, ready to go. I think the only problem ball that you've got is that one on the right-hand rail. But having that bottom one gives him a chance to link it.
Yeah.
So he's just got to try and get onto it as soon as he can. I think he might... Is he going to try and open the black already? Does the black go? I thought it already went.
Oh.
Good thing he didn't touch it because it's still a bit tough for Andrew there to try and pot the yellow on the left-hand side and come back open to the to one under the black. So Sacco's playing with a little bit of defence still in mind.
Even Sacco's table as well. The red on the bottom. I'm curious when he's going to...
Well, I think he's going to try and get onto it now. He's going to get on the rail ball. And then that gives him the ability to play the one at the bottom. He's probably not in the greatest... I think he probably wanted to be in a little bit better position. The good thing that he's got at the moment... Oh, okay, he's playing the one in the middle. I'm now not sure what his plan is.
Yeah.
What a shot by Angles.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, he's just come off the rail and potted it in the pocket and come back around for the black.
Yeah, right. Shot of the week contender?
Let's see what else there is first. It's a bit early to call. Like, it was nice, but it wasn't that nice. Didn't hear everyone all screaming and cheering from that shot. So it's obviously it was a nice shot, but it wasn't a great shot. Oh, that's a great shot down the rail.
Shot. Wow, we have some bangers here.
So Sacco's actually been his form's been a bit hit and miss this season. So it'd be a really good confidence booster for him to get this out. What a shot from Sacco.
Wow.
That's the form of Sacco that we're used to seeing.
Wow.
This is a huge out.
What an out. Wow.
That is a great out from Sacco. And you know what? The lads really needed that. They need that bit of a boost to their team morale. 1-4. I know it's not like a huge margin, still early stages, but you don't want to let them get away too far, otherwise it can be a bit hard to claw back. The boys are used to sitting there, and if they've got a bit of a lead, they do like to hold on to it. They don't relax, they just keep punishing you every time you make a mistake. So
that really is some out. What an out. Yeah.
So just to give everyone a bit of a round the room, we've got Assassins versus the Players. Assassins are actually up 5-1 against the Players. The Assassins are one of those. They're actually one of those silent killers. I know, avoid the pun, but they're just sort of cruising along. They're picking up some good wins, and I think they're actually a contender now for the top 5, top 4. Sorry, top 4. My apologies. There's actually quite a big battle between the top 4 up there. Like there's.
It's pretty close, right? Like
yeah.
They're all on 12 points, I think.
It's definitely not a pushover season. Like everyone's still in it. I'm like the Jets really need to start firing, because if they leave it too late in the season, it'll be hard for them to really claw it back. But everyone else is all within one frame or 2 frames from each other. 2 matches from each other. So
yeah, that's so good.
The boys have got out to a bit of an early lead, but the lads can easily pull this back. And if the lads win this, all of a sudden they're in the top 4. And well, depending on how the Reapers go, Reapers are currently 4-1 against the Jets. So, but that's what I'm saying. The Jets really need to pull their finger out and start getting some match wins. And they're always close. Like they're just not getting over the line at the end. So, like if they can get those nerves in that final round sorted out, I think they're normally neck to neck or pretty close to in that last round. It's that last round that's been letting them down. They're kind of like the Eagles, just always doing well until the last round, except when they played the Dockers. That was probably a little bit different there. You got to remember there's 5 rounds, not 4. It's like the Eagles. You got to remember there's 4 quarters, not 3. But yeah, the guys all at the top. The boys are probably the only ones being a bit more consistent.
Glenn, it's myself and Marchi. Marchi's the other person, yeah.
So we've got. I just realised that the comments come up at the top there. When did that start happening? Makes it a lot easier than trying to look at a smaller screen to try and see what people are saying.
Yeah.
So Alex's heart rate goes up quite high while he's playing on and off the table. I think his heart rate's gone up a bit because he's just sat down next to Emily and
just shot up.
Yeah, just shot right up there, and that's why I had to look over and just go, "Oh, what's Kinga doing now? He's off the table." I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, he's with Emily. That makes sense." Now he's walked away, and look at it, the heart rate drops straight back down. So Kellaher is his with a nearly good out here. What a great pot from Kellaher. The boys are sitting there on fire tonight. They're here to make business. They want to stay on top of the ladder.
What an art.
Thanks very much for your comments, Glenn. That's very kind of you. I just need to get it to start showing more on the win side of things.
You've been practicing snooker as well, hey? Because I saw you having a hit yesterday.
Oh, everyone's caught me. I was trying to keep that on the down low. Yeah, look, one of the things, like I went from only a small amount of years playing pool to jump straight over to snooker, and I spent probably more time in terms of years wise playing snooker. But I just feel a little bit more calmer. I've been having a few battles in my head. Just lack of performance in Premier League and my performance in Superleague. You start feeling like you're letting the team down when we lose. So I know that it's you lose as a team, but when you're sitting there and you're not putting any pressure on to your opposition, you kind of start feeling it for a little while. So a little bit of an insight there of the mind of a player who's not performing. So the more frames that I can start losing, you just kind of get a bit of a spiral. So I just needed to start getting my cue and my mindset right, and snooker always does that for me. It just it's the queuing action and just focusing on the pots, and I'm just worrying about the table and the break building. It does feel pretty good. So that's one of the I was just about to say, Glenn. I'm like, whenever I'm sitting there practicing some snooker, it just helps me just go back to basics and get all the stuff right. And a lot of it's in my head. I'm like, I know I've got the ability. I just need to start putting it on the actual felt and showing that I can get the wins. So it'll come. Just gotta stay positive, and obviously winning the Easter Cup helped, and then all of a sudden it just gone backwards from there. So in the mindset. So. Yeah, look, if you jump on a snooker table, you'll be amazed. The queuing through the ball, you start realising how it feels to queue through it nicely. There's a fair few shots, and this is what I say to people, that people go, you jump on a pool table and a snooker player will be able to queue it really nicely. It's like, yeah, but you're not. Look at what Judgy's playing right now. You're not often queuing nicely on a snooker table, on a pool table, sorry. Because it's a smaller table and you're always close to the balls, you find you're always either queuing over a ball, you're hunched over, you've actually rarely got a pure normal queuing stroke in pool.
Yeah,
so it's one of those things that you can have perfect queuing, but it can still, you've got to have all those awkward sort of queuing ones in your repertoire too. So, but like I said, just that snooker just helps you just to get that mentality of queuing through it. Because even if you are hunched over or you're not queuing, you're queuing over a ball, you still tend to queue it more. So it definitely does help just jumping on there, and you get a lot more reference because you've got more space. If you're hitting it slightly left-hand side all the time, you notice it when you're practicing that on a snooker table. You don't notice that too much on the pool table because you'll still pot it, but if all of a sudden you hit that little bit further left or you're slightly out somewhere else, you're not sure why. So yeah, I was to say they do. They queue very nicely. So I'm definitely not saying that you've got to have bad queuing, but it's just
Yeah, the margin of how much you can get away in pool is a lot more, for sure, right? Like in snooker, I remember when I played snooker when I started as well, and for quite some time you just play the white ball just up and down the table until it hits the cue back because you want to have that straight queuing in. And that matters so much in snooker versus pool, where I think there's a lot more margin of error at least.
There is, but like if you're playing a pot that what John Barclay is now as well, he's got to sit there and still cue that nicely because he's got to get the white ball to where it needs to land so he can get on the next ball. So there's actually a little bit more focus. Like you can play kind of to an area on snooker.
Yeah.
As long as you kind of land somewhat high or somewhat low, it's whereas you've got to be a little bit more. And I know I'm going to get some haters for this comment, but you've got to be a little bit more precise on that white ball sitting, where it needs to be because, you're generally trying to pinpoint a gap between like two yellows there, or trying to get off a different nudge or something like that. So, yeah, it definitely finds that your cue ball control is a little bit harder, I find, on the pool table.
For sure.
And I'm not disrespecting any form of cue sport there.
I think the pool versus snooker debate will always go on.
Oh, like anything, like they're too different. They're too different.
Yeah. Judgy's played this frame well. He's played the safeties. He's played a really good snooker, and yeah, such a good game to win for Judgy there. He's controlled it from the start to finish. So yeah.
Oh, and he's got to pot the black first. But he's been playing really well tonight too. Looks like he's actually been putting some table time in. Which is funny to say because he plays in everything. So you think he gets heaps of table time. But that's another win on the boys. The lads really need to pull something out here. They're struggling a little bit. And the team they've got there, you're definitely not expecting this scoreline to be the way it is.
Yeah.
But, like I said, the boys are playing really well.
I think there's multiple people like Judgy and Kellaher today as well is firing. And
yeah. When you've got like those guys firing, it's going to be very tough for any team to beat them. I think that's like the same with a lot of the teams at the moment. With the change in the points, they've all got this slightly weaker player, right? So they've all had to change one or two players in each of their team. And it's just a matter of trying to get those players to fire. If you get them to fire, then your team's going to win the night. So it's making Superleague a little bit more interesting that you've had to pick the right sort of player who's your sort of weaker link to make sure they're not as a weaker link as their points suggest. But at the same time, like they're building, like they're improving. And it's kind of good seeing, like I said, like these two young lads, Matt and Liam, playing in Super League, both deserving it.
Yeah, great. And it's definitely brought the teams closer. And you have out of 9 teams, is it? You have 8 teams all.
7 teams.
7 teams. Yep. You have 6 teams all competing for the top 4. So yeah.
And that's the thing.
Well.
You're always going to have a strong team and a weak team. Like you generally are going to have that, and the wins don't necessarily dictate like how much stronger one team is to the other. But yeah, to have pretty much most of the guys all within reach of each other does show that points did make a big difference on the change. And yeah, it's pretty interesting to see that there's no clear top performer. I know that like a lot of people are saying the Players is the team to beat, which they are. Like if you look on paper, they're probably the strongest team, but the Boyz are also right up there.
Really well. Yeah.
We Chalk Dirty are also right up there.
Yeah.
If we can just all pull together and perform on the same night as well, that would be good too.
The Assassins is doing pretty well too.
I was going to say the Assassins, like I said, that silent team that They've got a very solid team, you know, with a lot of veterans of the game in there. You know, you've got Neville Lovis and Sean Baker and Wayne Gilmore. I don't know if we call him a veteran, but I guess he is. He's been playing a long time. You got Stevie Brett as well in that team. I'm like, very solid lineup there. Guys who have been playing the game. You know, they've played in the Masters numerous times. They've played at the Worlds. Very, very solid team. And like even the Jets, you know, they've got a lot of good guys that have played state teams, and guys that are very handy at snooker as well. Playing in that team, that also are very good at pool.
Yeah.
I think they just need to get that little bit of a gel together. Which I think this is now their third season that they've played together. So it's going to start coming. They just need to stress less, probably. You know, like, that's a great shot from.
What a shot! Yeah.
Liam there.
This is awkward to cue a bow, and he has to come back for the black as well. So.
I was saying the other team that I left out there was the Reapers.
Yeah.
You know, they've also got a very solid team. You know. Sorry, Glenn. That's correct. They need their sort of weaker players to sort of perform, which is like without anyone. You know, you having Ron, Sonny, and all that in the same team. They just, as long as those guys there perform, it's just those weaker links. Dylan's trying to gel as well, and with a new team, and he's not played. I think it's his first season playing Superleague, so he's trying to find his feet, and he's off at the black ball at the moment. I think that's the only thing that Liam's probably just got to find his feet in the game. Is at the moment he's kind of going for everything, which is great when he gets it, but he's kind of always like, I know when we played him, he had a lot of habit of being on that last ball and not quite getting the chance to go the out. Like, it was tough. It was a tough shot to try and get on it. And he's still committed to trying to go for the out rather than going, I need to reroute and slow down a little bit, just rethink what I'm going to do. John's got a tough job of trying to fire up the lads, but if anyone can do it.
Come on, lads, let's go.
Just trying to get the stats on the screen. So
I think we need. I think what John needs to do is just hold between the rounds. Like, it's perfectly normal to do it. But he has a. I think that's what he's got to do. He's just got to go. You know what, guys? Give us 5 minutes and then have a team chat. Like, the amount of times that's helped us through matches and that sort of thing. Like, it's not necessarily just trying to slow the form of play, but it just give you a chance to try and build up that morale for your team again. You know, there's nothing worse when you're looking like 8-2 down, and you just keep trying to claw that back. If you sit there and go, hey guys, it's actually only 6 frames. We've only got to win 6 frames and we're back in it. If you word it that way and think that way, it's amazing how much of a difference it makes. I remember when we were against the Boyz and we had that mentality in the grand final. I think we were 9. What was it? Was it Sebastian? I'm trying to remember. It was a 10-4 down, I think, or 10-3.
was that with in Premier League?
No, the grand final of Super League.
Yeah, it was 11, 10-3.
Yeah,
something
I think it was like we were 10-3 down when I was playing in the Snipers, and every time, like the whole team, we just turned around and went, "Oh, we're only 7 behind." Not the fact that the Boyz only needed 3 more wins to get there. We just went, "Oh, we're only 7 behind." Like,
Yeah.
that's not much. And then all of a sudden it was, oh, we're only 6 behind. Oh, we're only 5 behind. Well, guys, we're only 4 behind. We're right back in it. Oh, look at that. We're only 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at that. We're now in the lead. Like, it's amazing how the mentality can shift if you're not focusing on how close the other team is, but how close you actually are. And it helped us because that got us a second grand final win.
It's crazy. I'll watch that video so many times, and there's these little things you can pick up as well. Like, I remember Nathan, he finished his game, and he had a beer, and at one point, you guys were just chilling on the side because the pressure just shifted completely to the other team.
Yeah.
And it was crazy to see, like, your team they were just on the side having a beer, just having a laugh, and yeah, when you watch that so many times, you can see how much that shifted and how like rested you guys were at one point because you were so confident that yeah.
And you know what? That was actually the time where we had turned around and said, "Hey, we're only four frames behind here. Like, it's not far." That was a huge miss by Lee. I was going to say, it's still tough for the guys. It's not a bad effort, but again, Lee's got a good chance here. Again, like as you can see, just Lee has a chance.
Yeah, this is a really good chance.
Did I miss something there? I thought, didn't he hit the black off the cushion? I'm actually super confused now. Maybe he came off 3, sorry. I'm not sure now. Oh, I must have missed.
Oh, look.
I was looking at the other side as well, so. Yeah,
Hey, what was
that was definitely not a foul. Unless he's hit the... Oh, sorry, Liam did point out that he hit the red with his cue. Yep.
He's called it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, there he goes, touched tail and pointed it. That's a good call by Liam.
Really good call, yeah.
That's the sort of stuff you want to see from the young guys. You know, he's made a mistake, and he's called it out on himself. I don't even think the referee realised it. Didn't even look like he got anywhere near it, to be honest, on the camera.
Yeah,
I definitely wouldn't have called it either. So yeah, good on
good.
Liam for calling that on himself.
So we'll have a look at the stats as well. While we have a bit of a break, you can see Kinga's right up there.
Yeah, he's having a great, like even playing him in Premier League, his white ball position is probably the best I've seen it. You know, like he's always been a very good player, but he looks like he's elevating to the next level.
For sure.
You know, I reckon he's gonna be starting to be regular in the winners circle in these comps. The way that he's playing, he's just got to have a bit more belief in himself, which it looks like he's starting to do. So it's really good to see. Ron Kelly, we've expected him sort of to be up there. He's Mr. Consistent. He's only a couple of frames behind Kinga there. So, and Nathan performing quite well, right up there as well.
Matthew Baden is...
Well,
67, yeah.
He's showing
massive.
what you know, the time on the table and the practice that he's putting in, the effort and being surrounded by the right people. He's kind of that person who's just showing that if you've got all of the formula for success, you've got a chance to get there. And you know, the biggest thing for Matt that I have to admit is he's calmed himself down. Right, when he's missing the pot, he's not getting all angry at himself, and he doesn't have that big over emotion at the moment. It still comes out every now and then, but it's nowhere near as much. But he's also knowing when to pull back. Like that's probably the biggest one. He's not going for every wild out that's there. He is going, you know what? I don't think it's a good time to go. I'm going to hold back. And that's something that's probably made the biggest shift in his game, and he's getting more wins from it. because before that, he'd be going for the out, not get it, and then he'd get angry because he's not on the white ball, or he's he's lost the white ball.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one of the big aspects for why he's starting to perform.
Massive, yeah.
And he's doing it better than everybody else, which is why he's in the top 4 there. So if he can keep that up, he has a good chance he might make the actual state team.
Yeah, the way he's playing, and 64% was no joke, like in Superleague. It's
And
massive.
especially now we've got a lot of the old gen guys that are starting to have kids, and their priorities are starting to shift away from pool and to other things. It's definitely given Matt a good opportunity there to make the team.
What's the go with the Fosters? Do you know anything? Like I know Ben's now racing, but we see him every now and then at least. I think still playing some comms. I think Luke Foster, we don't see him at all.
Luke, I think he works over east. So.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so he spends quite a bit of time going to and from over east working. I think, I'm not 100% certain. Like, I'm probably not the right person to really comment on how the Fosters are going. But obviously, Ben with his family. And, sometimes your passions changes. Like, I know mine's, I'm starting to slowly shift to the adventure riding and going on tours on the motorbike and that sort of stuff. Like, it's something I'm really enjoying.
Yeah, nice.
And obviously putting a lot of time in the pool and weekends and all that sort of stuff, takes away from that time. So totally understand where these guys have put so much time in the pool and they want to do something different. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's good that we've got the depth there, that we've got like young players like Matt coming up. We've also got Brandon that's starting to come up as well. He played in the under-23s for WA for the first time at the Nationals. So we've got Christian that's also played in the under-23s. Hudson McCrory, he's also sort of still there. We've got JJ, so we've got some depth coming through, which is quite good. It's just trying to make sure that they've got the opportunities to play in these teams.
Yeah, I think AJ as well, right?
AJ, yeah.
He's coming up.
He's got a little bit to go, but he's definitely on the up and up.
He's been coming up, yeah.
So it's WA pool still looking strong and looking good, which is good.
New gen, yeah.
Yeah, Silas as well. Yeah, we've got some depth coming through, which is good. So now back to the pool. I'm just trying to work out what King has got to do with that. Is he gonna? He's on yellows, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just trying to sit there and.
Oh, he's not. No, he's on reds.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, if he's on yellows, I don't know what he's going to do here. That was a bit of a weird shot if he's on yellows. He should be able to leave the red in actually and be able to get straight onto it. So, doesn't need to hit this too hard. That's good pace.
Oh, he missed it.
Yeah. So Simon can actually play a loss of turn here. Just tuck the yellow in. Yeah, okay. You might get another loss of turn back, but...
Are you trying to get your white to the bottom as well while you're playing?
No, you don't want to get it that far because... I don't know what's going on right now.
Oh, I think it's...
That's different. I actually don't know what to do now if I was on yellow.
Yeah, you can still play the loss of turn, but...
I think... Was he trying to hold for the one in the middle so we can try and pot the one in the middle and then pot the yellow? I think that's what he's trying to do. Just hit it a bit wrong. Oh, you could see it for the lost turn. Okay, that's a good shot. I thought he was blocked from the yellow. That's what I was like, oh, I don't know what to do here. Oh, yep, cool. That's definitely what I'll do.
I shared the link on Facebook. No one of my mates has done this.
The AI photos are very, very interesting. It was like when whoever did the AI photo of the Calgary cut with me with my arms sitting massive. I'm like, what the hell? It's definitely not muscle, it's pure fat. That's actually sat really nicely for Kellaher. Because he can now use that actually to be able to open that up if Simo makes a mistake here.
I don't know if that... Does that yellow go in? I think he can...
It's hard to tell from here. It looks like he can pot it, but not from that angle. But he definitely looks like he can pot it. Looking over at the table,
Yeah.
it's clear as day that he can pot that. He's just got to get a good pot. He can actually... If he wants to run the risk here, he can actually play that yellow onto the other yellow in the corner. Because he should still keep it up from there. But it is risky because you want to make sure that yellow doesn't go behind the red.
Ooh.
So he's played it somewhat safer. And he's actually left it quite good because Alex can't... If he's wanting to try and just pot a ball, but I wouldn't advise it. But if he does, he's got to play the one that can easily open up that pocket.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Kinger's plan is for the red near the yellow.
I think he's just kind of forced himself to go for it, and
I would have thought that he might have potted the one... Oh, well, not. He's put the one that's over on the corner.
I think he's playing the
on the
snooker
cushion.
now, is it? Behind the black. Oh, no. Yeah, he was trying to play it behind the black, and...
Yeah, but I was like, he's still got that ball that's sitting on that rail there. I think he should have... On that last shot, he should have played that one on the rail down to the corner pocket and tried to get the snooker then. Because even if he didn't quite get the snooker, he's taken one of those balls that's a bit awkward to get onto. Like that one underneath the black is less awkward to get onto, whereas that one that's on the rail there is a bit more awkward.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh. It's pretty good.
So he's kind of let Simo have a bit of a free shot there, because that one, that's still awkward. It's still awkward. Because you can't play a loss of turn. Because the yellow doesn't look like it's sitting right. And if he does play a loss of turn, he's still got the yellow over the corner.
Yeah, I think now Simo will probably just play the snooker behind the yellow.
That was one shot, but I think that yellow, you can cut the yellow in? I'm like, maybe it is deeper than what it looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the snooker's definitely the better option here. Give himself a chance. Oh, that's not snookering, Simo.
Yeah, it's given...
Kind of just moved it. He didn't take his time like he normally does there. He kind of just rushed that one. He's got to play one big shot here. But see, this is the issue, right? That one that's sitting on that rail is still a... I guess he's still got the double. But it was still a tough ball. He's not left much, which is... Like that shot there might look like it's an easy shot, but he's queuing on the rail, and he's got to try and make sure he cues it nicely to get back out. Oh, I guess he can drop it in because you got the one in the middle. Sorry, I just missed seeing that. He can just drop that in, play the one in the middle.
Yeah, and then, yeah. Oh. Oh, okay.
Or you could do it that way. I didn't think about that as well. That's a good option too. Simo doing calculated flukes, that's what I call him. He's playing calculated flukes. He knew that if he hit that harder, he would go across that table and leave him in this exact shot. Has he left himself on the ball? I think he's actually left him off the perfect angle too. I think he can play this one with a bit of right hand side and he's going to come down nicely for the black into the corner. If he over hits it, he's got black into the middle. And he goes really far, he's got black into the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was a lot thinner than I thought it was.
Oh. Yeah, that's why I wasn't
it looked
sure
thicker on the camera. I was like, oh, that's all right.
I wasn't sure. I was like, I wasn't sure where this ball's gonna go because none of the angle was. Yeah.
The only thing that throws me off sometimes is that camera angle. Because I was like, oh, that's all right. He's got pretty thick. He can bit of bottom right hand side, and that'll get it nicely down where he needs to. This is not good for the Ladz army. Oh, Ladz, sorry, not the Ladz army. That's last year.
Oh, he's got out that ball as well.
Yeah, that ball's not awkward anymore. The Ladz are in a bit of a pain. They need to do something.
Yeah, nothing seems like it's going their way. Yeah, King has played as well.
And the boys are just lapping it up. The Ladz need to really finish their outs, and that's the biggest thing. They're not completing their outs when they're getting the opportunity to, and that's obviously the difference with any game. I thought it was really interesting watching W.A.E.B.F FM, and they were talking about like the amount of balls potted in a race when they were doing some comparisons. And the comments, I think it was by Scary, so saying that obviously the fact that both players had such a high ball pot, for the match, meant that the frames were a bit scrappier, which makes sense when you actually think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if both players are constantly getting down to the black, that means that someone's constantly making an error.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true if you look at it that way. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
I thought that was pretty
interesting. That is interesting. Yeah.
So I've been really enjoying watching some of the comments that are made. But I need to actually put out to the W.A.E.B.F FM guys there, like, what do we need to do to try and get some of the Eastern Staters over to come over to WA? Like, we've had the odd one. I think we had Craig Stevens come over. I'm talking in recent times. Obviously, when Western National came out, we had a few more players out there. But yeah, just curious. Like, is it a bigger prize pool? Because will that try and entice it? Is it obviously one of the things is not having comps on the same time that other comps are on over East. That'd probably help a lot too. But I really should probably reach out to the guys on W.A.E.B.F FM and just ask the question because. I know there's a few things happening in the background with some sponsors and that sort of stuff to try and increase prize monies and that sort of thing. But is that the only thing that would entice guys to come from over East? Glenn, like I understand that, but like the comps where the guys are travelling, like what's the races at the Darwin? I'm like, I know a lot of the guys are going up to the Darwin Open. That's not an easy place to get to as well, but they're getting quite a good turnout for that comp from people travelling.
Even Albury Open over East, it was only like a race to 3, right? Those initial rounds, I'm pretty sure it was just race to 3 for quite some time until the last.
What's that one? Sorry?
The Albury Open over East. It was like a really short race.
That's where it's a little bit different. So the guys over there, it's not a big travel, right? So if you're going to go from Queensland to to Victoria, like it's not a big expense. Obviously, it's quite a bit more expense to come over to WA, but also to Darwin as well. But you know, I think we had the Perth Open. Their prize money was very similar to I think the Darwin Open is similar prize money.
Okay.
But I guess it is also. I haven't actually looked to see what the entry fees are and that sort of thing to it. So, but I'm just curious. I'm like, it's like if it is just purely races, and then, okay, cool, and we'll change that, and we'll do some things to try and entice some different players over. Because the whole point is called an Open is we want to try and get players from all around Australia to travel and then play in it, not just the WA guys, but it gives like the players in WA that little bit of experience on playing these players too. You know, they watch them on pool TV and all that sort of thing, and hear the comments made on 8 Ball FM, and then all of a sudden they're actually playing against them. So it would be very interesting.
Oh, that was some shot.
He's pulling out the big shots tonight, Angles.
That was some shot.
The Don, just is that total prize or is that for first place? Is that 11k and 18k for first place? Because someone had told me it was only like 4.5, but like I said, I haven't actually looked into it, so it'd be very, very interesting. If you could let us know, that'd be great.
Oh, the white ball. Yes, stopped.
This could be the spot that Lee needs to try and get that team to rev up. If he can get this out.
Let's get one back, yeah.
All rest on Lee's shoulders. That's a nice pot from Lee. He's come just off the rail. He's played it just with enough pace to give him a good chance.
Oh. Nice.
And he's cued that
Cued
convincingly. That's a great out from Lee. The Don. So total. So I think Perth Open we had 15k, I think, or 14.5.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Total. I'm going to have to look a little bit more into that and see what Darwin Open's breakdown and that sort of thing is. I'm like, is it just the longer races? We'll definitely have a look at that. Thanks very much, the Don. I'd like to give him for that information. We've got Sacco back up. So the boys aren't far off the win here. So the lads can, if they just sit there and win this round, win the next round, job done.
I also don't know what happened to Andrew's heart rate.
Did I accidentally hit it when I put my arm on it down?
Unless he removed it.
He's removed it. It does look like he doesn't have anything on there.
Yeah, I don't know if he's...
Probably found it a little bit awkward and
maybe
he's going to blame the heart rate monitor.
So, yeah. No, I'll go ask him.
I was going to Kia against Sacco. Kia definitely has a nice choice of balls here. His only problem ball was that red up on the top there. Technically the bottom cushion. And he's left himself good angle. You would think that Kingo here should pot out. And that will kind of show you how the night has gone for the lads. Like, it was a good break. but no cigar. And you would think there's not a lot of room for error here.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that top red goes past, so that would be his first ball that he would go for. Oh, no, maybe not. Wait, yes he is, yep. And then you take the one in the middle, or unless you get a nice shot on that. You probably wanted to come back a little bit for that and take the one into the corner first. I think you should remap here. Yeah, not a lot of chance for him to make a mistake.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 12-5. Yeah, perfect. It's perfect.
That's a great out from Kellaher, very controlled. Showing you what a controlled out looks like. Keeping his white ball tight, giving himself options if he missed it. So your ball selection was on point there. So again, something really good for those that are interested in improving the game. To watch that frame again and just see the options that Alex took. And that's the one thing, like for those that are trying to improve their game, that's where watching Super League and watching these guys, these top guys play, and just see why they played a certain shot, you know, is really important to do to improve your game.
For sure.
And then you got to go out and then practice it. Put the balls out, put 7 balls on the table with the black, and pot out. Like don't worry about all the other balls that are on there. That's a great shot from Liam.
Wow.
This one here, like, he's got a really good chance, but he's just got to be careful on the linking balls. That's great news, Glenn. Cheers for that. And we are actually hoping that a lot of players are getting something out of watching it.
I think people, I'm sure a lot of people do, but there's also like people who don't understand how much it actually helps just watching. Like I've sat here and watched so many games, and just watching it improves your game so much, because you actually get to see shots which you wouldn't generally think about at all, and then it becomes an option when you start playing. So
yeah,
it's
and it's great to watch like those big specky shots and that sort of thing, but watching the guys do a nice controlled out like Alex's last frame there, it's what you want to sit there and start learning to do. Those big shots where, I don't know, coming down and you see some of those lower division players, you know, and they're practicing doubles constantly and they're practicing escapes and that sort of thing. Like, yeah, you've got to practice those, but it shouldn't be your main repertoire. Your main repertoire needs to be able to pot out 7 balls. Or pot out with 7 balls when the black's sitting over a pocket and your opponent doesn't have anything left.
Yep.
Like, that's the stuff there that they should be practicing. And I don't see enough of it from the lower division players playing.
Sure. Oh, there you go. Well, you just said the black sitting on the pocket, and there's now.
And this will be a big tester for Andrew, because his balls aren't sitting the best, but it's not going to be an easy snooker. He's got to make sure he plays his snookers very smart here, because with the ball over the pocket, you just got to play it. Like, how many times have people gone in off? So people know the angle to go in off, and that ball's sitting in that spot to go in off. So
for sure.
So this is where Andrew's mapping is going to be really important. Ooh. I'm not sure what he's trying to achieve with that shot.
Guess he plays the snooker now, but
I thought he was going to try and play that to maybe break open the one on the rail. Yeah, I'm very surprised. Like, he needs to make sure that every shot he's fully focused. Like I said, you can't just play an easy snooker, because if you just sit there and go, yeah, I'll just play this one, you're not really doing anything. You get ball in hand and no other options. See, I think you really should have tried to put that one closer to a pocket, because if you played that one towards the pocket at the top left there, then you can roll that ball that's sitting above the black straight down that pocket, because you've got a ball sitting in the pocket to make it a bigger pocket, and then you've got a good chance to go out. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's something there that people don't look at when they're playing these snookers. You have to give yourself a chance to win the frame.
Yeah, for sure.
Because now Andrew's got a tough job trying to manoeuvre the balls again to get a snooker, and you can see there Liam wasn't far off.
Yeah.
Like, I actually thought that was about to pot it. So this is something there where you've got to, because you've got those two balls that are actually sitting close to the black, it's actually tough to try and get both of them out.
Yeah,
And now he's got to have 150% focus on this. If he's going to try and pot that and also break that open.
I don't like this. Oh yeah, that works. I guess he can do it now.
It's still tough, because now you're losing your snookering balls.
Yeah, and also, like, I've heard that when you break out a red, you kind of want to have another red which you're going to have
an easy one
off, right?
But see, if he doesn't get this, it's going to be very tough for him. He has played that beautifully. Now all he's got to do is focus. He's played a great shot there. He just needs to focus on this. He's got literally one more big pot. That's great queuing from Andrew.
Really nice.
And again, he's just got to make sure of the pot. Try not to do anything too fancy. Now when you've got the black over the pocket, you don't have to worry about trying to get hardcore position on that white on your last ball.
Yep.
And then Sim on the other tables just played a snooker. He's given himself a good chance as well. The lads, they're fighting. No way, I thought Angle's just got another one. That was looking like it was going. I thought he got it. So a bit of focus here from Andrew. Nice. I was going to say, sometimes you see those that look like an easy shot, but you see some people that just choke on it a little bit.
Yeah, this is a good out.
So Angle's yellow has actually gone nice enough that it's actually made it a lot harder for Simo to actually pot out. The Ladz safety play is probably what's letting him down. They're getting the chance to the table. They've got more balls on the table, and they're not finishing.
Agreed.
Like, that's definitely got to hurt when you sit there and you keep leaving. Like, he's not really, like, Angles can now play a decent safety on Simo and open his ball up, and all of a sudden the pressure's on.
Give it something. Oh.
Well, you could just do that.
What?
You could just do that. But
I think I hit the jaw of 4 pockets at least.
I think I have to start belting balls more often. Honestly,
hit the top right jaw.
I don't know why I keep rolling balls in and trying to be all finessed and stuff like that.
That was top right jaw, top bottom left jaw, top left jaw, and then almost back into the middle.
He's just going, you know what? there's nothing here. Let's just smash it and hopefully go somewhere. Oh, we've got Kieran that's finally come on.
Yes.
Probably going to struggle with my accent. I do apologise, Kieran. We've had a bit of a conversation about you, Kieran, a couple of times.
Oh, this really is a chance now.
Angles does love this shot.
Angle, yeah.
He does love
yeah.
this shot.
If Angles gets this, I reckon he's gonna get it.
Oh, he's picked the gap. Oh, I actually thought he was going to go in off there. I thought he's picked the gap there.
It's actually not a bad leave though.
Kieran, that's not a very nice thing to say.
No, I think that was Glenn.
No, I'm talking about if you read it.
Oh, wait. You know what that means?
Yeah, well, of course I do. See what I mean there? Like, just the safety play from the Ladz is like it's always seemed to be slightly out. Whether they're not actually getting the full snooker or they're leaving them on, that's always tough. I actually can't believe you got that close. I didn't think that potted from that side. That was a huge effort.
Yeah.
However, Simo should pot out here. I don't think I've cursed anyone so far. Every time I've said that, they've actually got me out. So, people always say commentators curse. I don't think I've got that.
I'll be back. I'll just check with Andrew if he's still varying the heart rate order.
Yeah, no problems at all.
Thanks.
That was a little bit lazy from Simo. I think he definitely could have been a bit better on that red. He had to find some excuse on why he didn't win the first two frames. Everyone knows that. I forgot that. I should have taken it off last week. Then I might have played better.
You would have
That
potted
was
the
the
black.
issue.
You should have removed it just before the black.
Yeah, exactly. that was what caused me to miss the black. Now I know what it is. I didn't miss the black because of me. I missed it because of the heart rate monitor.
You know, if the Ladz get both of these games, it's 12-8. Get another two, as you said, just getting closer.
Yeah,
12-10.
like I said, all
Still
you
not
think
over,
about
right?
is that it's 6 frames. 7 frames for the win, 6 frames off from the boys. That's all you got to think about. It's just this. They're not far behind. It's only 6 frames. Like I said, if they can stop making those little errors, they've got a good chance to come back here. And Simo has. I'll say no way. That's a great shot from John.
This is hard though, isn't it? Like he has to play the red in.
Well, I'm fairly certain it's got enough angle that if he just cues it nicely, he can come back, or he can try and screw off the rail and come back. That's a tougher shot. Or you play the skill shot. The main thing is pot the red. And don't stick yourself on the yellow. He's got the position, but yeah, that was the main thing, was just make sure you pot the red and don't sneak yourself. He's done one.
Yeah, you're right. The cue ball is in a really good spot for the black.
Oh, Kellaher, that's a big miss from Kellaher. I think that's the first time I actually didn't see him walk over and just double check it. But I might have missed it. I might have missed that he did it. I might have just missed it. John just got to focus on the pot.
Oh, he's just gonna keep it light and easy and keep the white. Yeah.
And then he's just got to focus
He's
on
gonna
this one.
back himself. Yeah.
Now these are shots here can be difficult because people sit there and think, oh, if I miss it, as long as I leave it over the pocket, I should be all right. And that's when they definitely miss it. So you kind of just got to sit there and go, this ball, corner pocket, it's going in. Let's see how he cues it. They'll tell you what he thought. Yep, he's gone for.
Oh,
What a shot!
He's cued that so well.
He has cued that well. I thought with the pace that he's played it at, he's played it to like, oh, you know what? If I miss it, but it's John Barclay.
Wow.
It's the John Barclay. I don't know why I doubted him for a second there. He loves those shots.
Wow.
So they're fighting back, the lads. It's good to see the fight. I've just watched Shannon Baker just play a huge black. Oh, that was huge. If that was on the stream, I reckon that would have been shot of the night.
Yeah?
Yep. Unfortunately, it's not on the stream. That was an unreal black. All right, we're down to the last round, so the guys have to lag for the break.
Oh, it's the dad versus the son to start with.
This is the encounter that everyone's been waiting for. Father versus son. This is a more exciting derby than the Eagles versus the Dockers. Or Adelaide versus Port Adelaide. Father versus son, that's what we want to see. And Assassins has just taken the win from the players.
Yeah, wow.
Not just taken the win, they've bent the players over. And sorry, Scotty Davo told me to say that. I wasn't going to, but Scotty Davo told me to say that. So apologies anyone watching, but that's what Scott Davo told me to say.
It was 14-3.
14-3.
Yeah.
Yep. I was going to say they've played absolutely ripped. Every time I've looked over there, I've watched one of the Assassins play a huge shot. And, yep, they were on the black.
I think that's the biggest margin I've seen so far in Superleague League.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
True.
The players will want to make sure that they get some frames back in.
Yeah, that's
get
true.
That percentage in.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, true. Still a few matches to go. But yeah, 14-3. Neville got 4 out of 5. Scotty Davo got 4 out of 5. And Wayne Gilmore got 3 out of 5. So
veterans all firing.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so looking at the father versus son match here. I think I ended up too busy. Scott Davo interrupted me. I don't even know who's on what. So it looks like Matthew is on yellows. He's got in a good position. He's left that white nicely. You can pop that and come back out for the other yellow in the corner. He's got a good chance for an out. Andrew's balls he's got one tough ball there, but if Matt does go for the out and he misses one of those two yellows down near the black, he's going to be in a tough spot. He's cued that one nicely. He probably wanted a bit higher than that.
Yeah, I think he's going to run into the red now.
Yeah, this makes it a tougher out now. You can tell it's good he focused on the pot more than the position. He knew the white was going to come out, but probably just took a little bit of his focus off that position.
Yeah. Well, I think if he can see that yellow to the bottom left. Yeah, even if he tries to hold it with the other red, I think it's still tricky here.
I'm trying to see if he can see that yellow to it. I think he might have to play the cut into the corner. Yeah, that's the one. I think he has to play that one. But that's leaving his white vulnerable.
Yeah.
Wait, it should travel towards the black as well. Yep, I was going to say it should travel towards the black and leave him on something, but it's a hard pot, and like I said, like this is now is going to be tough for Matt to get back in it, because if Andrew plays a nice, just pop that ball off the rail and snooker behind those two reds. Even if he doesn't quite get the snooker, it's still a tough shot for Matt to do something with it. He'd have to play a big shot. Lee's in a bit of trouble here as well. Like
I think it's just that one red, right?
the one just above the yellow.
But
Yeah. So he's got to try and manoeuvre the balls around. I don't know if I would have played that shot, Andrew. I don't know what he was hoping to achieve by playing that one.
Yeah.
Matt's just got to make sure he gets a good pot here. The position only needs to be okay. It doesn't have to be great, it needs to be okay. But the pot's the most important one on this one. And again, it's one of the situations, the whites, he's going to be unlucky if he doesn't leave himself on a pot on that other yellow. I think that black goes in the middle, doesn't it? Goes past the red. If it doesn't, he can leave himself a double. It's a pretty straightforward double. I'm still really curious on what Andrew was trying to play. I know that he thinks the plant's on there, but when you've got all the balls sitting the way it was, it definitely wasn't the right shot choice. And I think when Andrew goes back and looks, he'll realise that the ball on the rail, get it off and get that snooker, was definitely the best option.
Oh, Matthews missed that. Okay. Surely this is the chance now.
See, this is when, so now that one that's on the rail makes it a little bit hard for Andrew to just pop it off and try and get snooker, because Matt can easily get out of the snooker and leave him with not much afterwards. So he's going to have to be really smart in how he plays it. I think he's actually going to have to play it with like right hand side, send the white up the table on the screen, or technically down the table.
I think Lee on the other side as well. I'm curious what he's going to do now.
So again, no good. If he had have taken that one on the cushion, he could have got ball in hand and potted the red over to the left corner. If he didn't, if the person got out of the snooker, they're going to open up the red. Open up the red.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people just think, I've got ball in hand, I need to try and develop this ball off. They forget there's other options. Need to look at some other options.
Yeah, for sure.
And sometimes it's smarter to try and give someone a shot at that yellow. Just let them move it.
Oh,
it's a big shot. He can actually play.
Oh, what a shot by
That's
Lee.
A huge shot.
Ooh.
Holy.
What a shot.
If he makes this, surely that's going to be a shot of the night. That's a huge shot.
Wow, it's just the black as well.
Yep. So Andrew here,
Massive.
like I was about to say, I was like, now that Andrew's actually managed to get those two shots there, he can play it off the yellow and they'll open up the red. That is huge from Lee. Oh, that to me, that's going to be the contender shot. That's huge. At this time of the crucial point of the match, that was unreal.
We have a game on here. This could be 12-12.
And Andrews opted not to take that shot that I thought he would have. Play that yellow. Play the red off the yellow, get the pot, and then you had all those two balls sitting up there. Now it's getting tougher for Andrew to try and get this out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure his shot selections have been the best in this one. Like I know that he's getting some results on shots, but see now he's 100% committed. He's got no backup option. If this yellow and white go rye, it's it's going to be a huge recovery shot to try and win this frame. And it's the fact the boys are on the hill. This is
Yeah. There's a lot on the shot. There's a lot.
But if he gets this and gets it right and gets the win, that is a huge effort from the lads to claw it back. You know, we've still got Kellaher up. And has Angles already played his frame? I think he's at the end of the round, isn't he?
So look. Yes.
He's actually played that really well. I was like, that's all, like, all of his eggs in one basket there.
Really good control, yeah.
And he's actually now got enough that if he actually cues this nicely and lets the white, I'm fairly certain he's got an angle on it. I don't think it's straight. Because then you can just focus on the white, focus on the pot and let the white float. As long as he doesn't jab at it. And that's a jab at it.
I wonder if he was playing for the save. I actually don't know now because of how far the cue ball traveled.
Yeah, I don't know why he's hit it that hard, because it's one of those shots where if he had have played the red over the pocket, even if let's say he did miss, it sits over the pocket. That's the weight you wanted to play that. Because then it made it tough for Matt to try and play the yellow and play the loss of turn. The black sitting in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Matt would have had to try and double the yellow somewhere, or he would have had to play a big shot. And if he got it. Like, but yeah, I think that was a bit too hard. That is a huge pot by Matt.
And that could be that.
That should be that. The good thing about Matt is I know that he have walked away and focusing now on the pot, even though it looks simple, right? A lot of people mess this up, but he's taking his time. He's making sure he's visualising that he's going to get the win, and he's not taking this pot for granted, which is good. This is the improvement that we've seen of Matt.
Yeah.
You know, way he's cued that is perfect. And son has beat the father. Well, I said the shot selection there was very interesting from Andrew.
Yeah, it was not the heart rate sensor, Andrew.
Yeah. Nice call, Sebash. Well, that is over for the lads. But, you know, percentage is going to matter in this game. I know when it comes down to finals time, percentage is going to be very important. So every frame counts, and this is what people need to, not the players need to realise, like, yeah, okay, they might not have got the win, but every frame counts.
I mean, especially with so many teams, yeah. All competing for that fourth and third, and it's all so close now.
That's right. Sorry, just give me a few moments. I'm just going to go have a bit of a break.
For sure.
Won't be long.
Oh. Right, for those still here, I think we've lost a good 30 viewers after the boys just won that frame. I can see a big dip here, but for those who are still watching, yeah, still some good matches coming up. Especially Sacco versus Angles on the right here should still be a good game to watch. Oh. Bit stiff there for Sacco. He's yeah, almost got there, but I think he'll now have to play it safe here. Wow. He's got stiff again. He I don't know if he's trying to port it off the red. I can't see it from here. Look at this dip here, Machi. After the Ladz one, all the viewers just exited the stream.
Okay, sorry about that. Alright, you're going to have to fill me in, Sebastian. What's happening?
So Sacco's on yellows here.
Sorry, it's a big shot from Kellaher.
Yeah, he's tried a few plans, but then, yeah, he got stiff, and that yellow is now stuck on the bottom, and, yeah, Angles is on reds.
I don't know if I like that shot.
Yeah.
Sacco, big double. Right hand side onto the yellow in the corner pocket.
Yeah.
I think just because I walked away, Sebastian.
Oh yeah, true. Who wants to hear an Indian accent? Let's face it, no one does.
No, you've done a great job, Sebastian. Thanks for jumping on. Last minute.
Oh, he's played that shot.
Oh no! I thought like that's a big shot to play, but Dave Kellaher, this is a good out as well. And that's been the difference for the boys. They've just made their outs when they've gone for them. And even at the points where, you know, the boys have only had 1 or 2 balls on the table and they've missed their out, the lads didn't really punish them for it. They kind of just went, okay, well, here you go. Have it back again.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's definitely going to make a big difference in the game. Going to reference that W.A.E.B.F again, yeah. You know, like the guys have mentioned on there that you know, they're just finding that a lot of people are going for outs and then not getting them, and that's where it's costing them the match or the frame or, you know, whatever reason it is. And yeah, I've been noticing it more and more. Like, it's an attacking game, but you still got to sit there and have some smarts about you, and that's what that's what I actually like about international rules, is that your safety play or your smart shots, they've got to be smarter. You know, they've got to be quite aggressive smart. They're not like, you can't just roll up and just go, that's done the job. I'll get a couple of shots to worry about that later.
For sure.
You only got the 1 shot, so you can't. You have to really think about your safety.
Sorry to interrupt.
No,
but I was going to say, like, you see the top players. I think even Ben Foster, I watched him play, and he gets so upset with himself, even when he leaves a snooker, but it's not a good snooker and it's not tight enough to the ball. You can visibly see him get so upset about it. So, yeah.
Because the thing is, like, most of the guys can get out of the snookers. It's how they're going to end up leaving you. That's the biggest one. So the one thing that I always look at when I'm trying to escape a snooker is, where am I going to leave them the hardest shot? I'd rather go, you know what, have ball in hand, because if I leave you in a bad spot anyway, it made no difference. So I always try to make sure that I'm leaving them not much at all.
Sure.
And, you know, that's what generally you'll see. Like, so players will try to avoid snookering because they're like, well, hold on. I know that if you get out of the snooker, you're going to leave me with not much anyway.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, how you want everyone to be thinking.
Definitely. Spot on.
I know people go, oh, people just smack it and get out of the snooker and just smack the ball, and but that's because they're not 100% certain on what they need to do. And that's the practice. It just needs a different type of practice on this.
Definitely.
So that shot that Angle's just played then, I'm really curious on how many people would actually try to screw back. And I'm like, that's the difference between the top players and the middle players, or even just the B-grade players. The amount of players that would play with that with a touch of screw back to try and get on that red, as opposed to following the line like Angles has just done there. You know, he hasn't had to do anything fancy, just let the white ball come naturally onto the line.
Yep. And closer, right? Closer to the object ball.
The other way would be like also, you know, as close, but it's more the fact that he's now running the white ball on the line.
On the line, yeah.
So it's a lot easier for him to control that white moving towards the red, because it's going to naturally follow the line. The unlucky part would be sitting on the red if you hit it too hard.
Yeah, makes
Again,
sense.
that's something for the players that are looking to improve.
Yeah.
Of how to look at the shot.
Yeah, I haven't thought of it that way. Yeah.
That's a good out from Angles.
Very nice. I think that's the last game.
And we've got John. I think is he snookered himself? Not like partially snookered himself. Might just have to go for the double into the corner by the looks of it. I think the cut's
Is he on?
He's on the black.
He's on the black.
Yep. I'm trying to work out, was he looking at there? Surely he can't pot that.
Trying to cut it.
Get the slow-mo in here. Get the slow-mo in here. This is like the 9 ball all over again. We've not called it, but watch after watching, is it Dr. Dave? That was definitely yellow first.
It's close. It's definitely close.
Because of the direction that it moved in.
Yeah.
If you had to hit the black first, then the white should have travelled in a different line.
Yeah.
I still don't believe that one, but Dr. Dave used his proof.
I'm actually curious.
The white ball has moved in the same trajectory as the black ball.
I missed that. What happened there?
I missed that as well. You should not have brought up that replay for me.
My bad. Well,
let's go back and just sorry about that. No, obviously everyone else would have seen it. He's just doubles it like nothing. The Barclay special.
Oh, Liam left him.
Yeah, he's left him with a double. He was trying to get the snooker.
He doubled that.
Yep. I was going to say that you definitely don't leave Barclay a double.
A double.
One thing that I've ever learned is do not leave Mr. Satellite a double. That's why when everyone was saying like his double was shot of the week, nah, that's just the standard double for Barclay. You can't call that shot of the week.
Well, it was it almost looked like the lads were coming back.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's just that, but you can see the momentum shift there. So the lads were starting to come back, and then just that little error that happened between Andrew and Matt, and all of a sudden the lads just obviously they're like, oh guys, we've lost, and that's basically it. That's all of a sudden the boys have just started running away with it.
Yeah,
and that's kind of the one thing that like the guys need to understand that it's the closer it is, the better they're going to be. Even if you lose, you've got to keep it close, because I reckon we're going to have a fair few teams that are going to finish on the same amount of points, but it's going to come down to the percentage. Yeah, I'm fairly certain at the end of the season, the decision on who's going to make finals and the positions are all going to be decided by the percentage.
Yeah, definitely.
The way that the season's been going, you can't clearly tell who's going to win on the night. Like, I wouldn't pick that margin would be what they would get from the boys.
For sure. I was going to show the stats table as well, if I can, while we're here.
And who would have thought that the Assassins would absolutely annihilate the players? Like, you wouldn't expect that big of a margin. Maybe a little bit, but not that massive a margin.
What was the final score? Would have been...
They've just finished now, so...
Let's have a look.
And I'm just trying to find out. The Reapers and the Jets are still going.
Yeah, it was 16-9.
Yep. So I was going to say the 16-7. So the players did start to bring that back. Oh, sorry, 16-9. Sorry, down in the refreshed. So the players did try to bring it back. So that they've still kept fighting, even though it was 14-3. So the Assassins kind of took their foot off the pedal once they knew they got the win. But that's the thing, you've got to keep your foot down. You can't take it off. So it works on both ways.
Yeah.
If you're in the lead, you've got to keep that foot going and try and get that percentage as much as possible.
For sure.
That's the one thing there with the lads. Just once Matt lost that frame, they kind of just went, yep, okay, right, guys, we've lost. Rather than just keeping it in, keep trying to get it. Reapers 15-9 at the moment. I think they're down to their last frame. And again, same sort of thing. Just need to make sure that they keep their foot down and get that percentage, because I can tell you now at the end of the season, that's what's going to be the difference. But anyways, thank everyone for watching it. Really appreciate that. I was going to say just a big thanks to our sponsors, Advanced Auto Tune, who's our major sponsor for Superleague for 2026, and also our sponsors. Our major sponsor is the Department of Sport and Rec. Actually, they've got a different name now. I've got to stop calling them Department of Sport and Rec. But the WA state government for supporting pool in WA. One of our biggest sponsors and our biggest supporters. That's what keeps WA pool, moving in the right direction. and Advanced Autotune is our major sponsor for Super League. Red Earth Creations for any of your signage and display needs. And also Ellenbrook Skip Bins. So thank you very much, guys, for your support for the stream. And yeah, thank you everyone and have a good night. Thanks, Sebash, for commentating as well.
Thank you. Thanks, Margie. Thanks for joining in.
All right.
Cheers.
Catch you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
See ya. Thanks for doing that.